as the side, once you die and it comes time to honor you, I think side chicks should get a grace that is not normally there.
Oh, hey, Chatterboxx.
Did y'all miss me? What's up, Chatterboxx fam? I didn't ghost y'all or try to leave y'all high and dry deliberately. The court system had me trapped in jury duty and going through the jury selection process. When I tell y'all, I thought I was going to go in, spend a few hours there and then get out. Nope. They were like, this number, let's go. There's a trial. And that courtroom was heavy. Lots of emotions, and it weighed heavily on my heart. Oh my goodness. I was so glad when they finally dismissed my number, but that's a story I'll unpack another time, another day. I just want you to know though, I did have y'all in my pocketbook ready to play the pod and record my notes, but no phones were allowed. So I'm back. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday and it was a thankful one, surrounded by those you love and those who love on you. And remember to give people grace, especially around this time, as people are fighting battles that you may not have any idea what's going on behind the scenes, behind those smiles, those photos, them going MIA, and some people are dealing with grief. And speaking of grief, they talked about this viral clip I'm about to play in just a sec with some interesting takes. I came across a couple more clips from the nephew of the uncle. May he rest in peace. And this video is by no means meant to disrespect the family, the deceased, and their loved ones. This just creates an interesting conversation. And most of us know that Joe has non-traditional views as well as offers different perspectives.
This is the side chick while the wife in them is there at the funeral and you cutting up like this? Yeah, the family's supposed to beat you at that point, bro.
I don't believe that.
On episode 881, We the Hood of the Joe Budden Podcast, they talked about the viral clip of the side chick who jumped onto the casket at the gravesite of a funeral. Oh my goodness. Let me go get this clip and play it for y'all. How'd she get down there? What in the Jessica Jones is going on? Okay, so cousin is saying, I told you to have your camera ready. That means they knew this was coming. Would she take a running start and just dive in? This is crazy, y'all. Absolutely not. Okay, see right there? That tells me she's familiar and the family knew. Somebody, why he snatch her up like that? Y'all, she dented the casket. Oh my Lord. Come on, girl. You can't do that. I have never seen anything like that. Have y'all? Because this is crazy and so disrespectful on a whole nother level. Now, I have been at a funeral where the side did show up and she was kindly escorted out to allow the family to pay their respects and grieve in peace. And this is where the pod had a difference of opinion. Let me play what they had to say for y'all.
They're like, bitch wigging out down there. Look at her. They put the beats on her.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do, though.
Is it? No, it's not what you're supposed to do.
All right. So it looks like we already have a room divided between Joe and Marc and the rest of the cast. Ish, Ice, Flip, and possibly Parks.
Just let it jump in.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Right.
Jump down in the hole.
I totally disagree with that.
Yeah. The human beatbox. Are you crazy?
All up and down that Rose Hill Cemetery. You hear me? All up and down.
And we're going to kick your ass.
That's an ass.
You are disrespecting my entire family by jumping.
Big Mama sitting right here.
I look at that totally different.
Now, maybe you won't if you had all the details, because the nephew of the uncle, may he rest in peace, posted a couple more clips giving some details as to how it got to this point. So I'm going to play those. Let's roll the clips.
Come on now, you can't do that. Now calm down, calm down.
All right, so they're trying to give her grace.
Calm down. Stop it. Calm down.
They're trying to calm her down through this whole process. I don't know what that label means. Is that her name or what? But you can see everybody around her trying to calm her down. And here she goes. At some point at this part, that's when she heads over to the casket. So you can see multiple attendees and or family members were trying to console her and get her away because she's saying they won't let her see him. And at this point, the service is coming to a close respectfully. But this lady shows up, side chick or not, creating all this chaos. You have the wife and I believe the kids present. And if anything, be on your best behavior for the kids at the very least, right?
Yo, everybody grieve the way they want to grieve. Cool. You got to grieve like that at home, especially you knew you was the side.
And it looked like they allowed her to be there, or it wasn't a surprise because no one is like, what are you doing here? Like they're trying to comfort her as well. She was just kind of in that back row and that wasn't good enough for her. And you can hear in the next clip I'm about to play, one of the family members say that she was spitting on the brother. So that shows what kind of person this lady is.
She done jumped in there.
The family members that beat it and knew. It's family members there that knew.
Those be the ones swinging first.
Now, while I understand there's a lot of variables that can go into this, i.e., he and the wife could have been separated. The wife could have known about her and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, that is still his wife. If they are still legally married, that is still his wife. We don't know what's going on and we don't need to know all the details to understand that this is hella disrespectful. You're creating a chaos. If other people are having a burial going on, you're disrupting their peace. You're disrupting the peace of this family to the point that you hear at the end of the video, someone say, Mama's not coming out the car. So I don't know if that was due to the chaos that she's creating or it was the weather or any other variables, but they say Mama's not getting out the car. So you're not even allowing the family to grieve in peace. And one thing about being the side, if you're going to stay in the shadows when he lived, don't try to come out into the spotlight when he's gone and put on a show and become a spectacle in his death. Stay playing your position and be just as quiet and sneaky as you were when he was here. Okay? You wanted to be in the background, getting all the fringe benefits, not doing any of the labor, any of the work. Well, you don't get to have an emotional showdown in public at a burial ground, when everybody's trying to get closure, because most wives don't choose this setup or this dynamic. The family, whether they knew about her or not, they're not signing up for this love triangle. And the kids, most importantly, did not sign up for this emotional confusion. You can hear kids screaming in the background, and that is the most alarming thing. No one thought about protecting the children and getting them away from all of that. It was pure chaos, pure disrespect, and it was caused all by this lady. And I say that first and foremost because Joe goes on to say that this is his non-traditional viewpoint.
Like if you learned something that you didn't know at the funeral, don't disrespect my funeral.
However, Ice and Ish give pushbacks to that perspective. And it's a really good conversation. Again, it's episode 881. Go check it out. It is on YouTube as well as on the Patreon.
So for you to come jump in the grave and do all of that shit at my funeral, you are dishonoring me and my family and my funeral.
And Mark Lamont Hill even gives pushback to turn the tables around and say, okay, well, what if the shoe was on the other foot?
Would y'all react that way? Like, would y'all beat up a dude if you found out at the funeral? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you jumping in the casket.
Wait, the rules change if it's the other way around.
And here goes Flip talking about she's going to be at the wedding reception, but not the funeral.
Reception, you cool. Mingle with the family. The reception. The funeral, stay away. Reception.
Now, I do understand all of this is performative, so I don't take anything that they say for real. You know, it's a matter of creating the argument in different perspectives. And Joe does make it very clear that he's not going to have no side chick. He don't have no side chick. They all made that very clear. So before y'all get on them, go watch the episode. They are very clear about that. But it is talking about this viral clip and creating that argument with the different perspectives.
If the dead had a side, which they normally do have a side, you just learning about it at the funeral, I get it, it hurts.
Now, what I would like to see is this topic brought back up if they're going to do a next season of Podwives and see how that conversation goes that way, because I think it's going to go a little bit different. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Have you ever had this happen at a funeral or know anyone that has? How would you handle it? And what are your thoughts on this side chick jumping in the grave? Let's talk about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and go check out my Patreon.